If a Canadian visa officer has refused your Canadian study permit for the reason the purpose of your visit is not consistent with a temporary stay, this particular refusal reason can stump many, but don't worry, we're here to unpack it for you. Essentially, it suggests that your application didn't convincingly show your intention to study in Canada temporarily. You see, when you apply for a study permit, you're essentially telling the Canadian government that you plan to come, study, and then leave. If the visa officer isn't convinced of this temporary stay, it can lead to a refusal. This could be due to a variety of factors in your application that we'll delve into in the coming segments. But remember, understanding the refusal reason is the first step to improving your chances on reapplication. So, stick around as we navigate this together and help you better understand how to approach your reapplication. So, how do you respond to such a refusal? Begin by reassessing your application. It's not about starting from scratch, but about refining what you've already prepared. Think of it as a detective game, where you're hunting for inconsistencies, inaccuracies, or any information that doesn't align with the purpose of a temporary study permit. Remember, details matter. It's not just about the big picture. The small elements also count. Did you provide consistent information across all sections? Was there anything that might have caused confusion or raised questions? If you're unsure, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Immigration consultants or lawyers who specialize in study permits can provide valuable insight and guidance. They can help you spot what you might have missed and advise on how to strengthen your application. A thorough reassessment of your application can help you identify any discrepancies that might have led to your refusal. It's the first step towards improving your chances on reapplication. You've reassessed your application. Now, what documents do you need for a successful reapplication? Well, the cornerstone of your reapplication is a valid letter of acceptance from a designated learning institution, or DLI in Canada. This isn't just any old letter. It should clearly outline your program, detailing the specifics of what you'll be studying. It should also specify the duration of your course, including both the start and end dates. This little piece of paper is your golden ticket, indicating to the visa officer that you have a legitimate reason for wanting to study in Canada temporarily. So make sure it's valid, precise, and crystal clear. Remember, it's not about having many documents, but having the right ones. And this letter of acceptance is certainly one of those. Having the right documents can significantly improve your chances of getting your study permit approved. One crucial aspect that visa officers look at closely is your financial support. Ensuring you have the monetary means to support yourself during your temporary stay in Canada is vital. This includes having sufficient funds to cover your tuition fees, living expenses, and any additional costs you might incur. When preparing your reapplication, it's essential to provide clear evidence of this financial backing. This could be in the form of bank statements, scholarship letters, or a financial guarantee from a sponsor. Remember, your aim is to demonstrate to the visa officer that you are financially stable and have well-planned arrangements in place to cover all your expenses throughout your course of study. In addition, if you're relying on a sponsor, it's important to include a detailed letter from them outlining their relationship to you and their commitment to support you financially during your stay. Remember, convincing the visa officer that you can financially support yourself during your stay in Canada is key to getting your study permit approved. Another factor that can strengthen your application is demonstrating strong ties to your home country. Now you might wonder, what does this mean? Well, it's all about showing that you have strong reasons to return home after your studies in Canada. This could be in the form of family connections, property ownership, or even a promising job offer waiting for you back home. For example, if you own a house in your home country, you can provide documents to prove this. If you have a job waiting for you after you graduate, a letter from your future employer can be helpful. Family connections are also a strong tie. If your entire family lives in your home country and you're the only one planning to go abroad for studies, this can indicate a high likelihood of your return. Remember, the goal here is to convince the visa officer that you plan to return home after your studies. Demonstrating strong ties to your home country is another crucial factor in getting your study permit approved. A compelling study plan can also boost your application. This is where you get to tell your story and showcase your intentions. A well-crafted study plan goes beyond the basic details of your chosen program. It paints a vivid picture of why you've chosen to study in Canada, the reasons behind selecting your specific course and institution, and how this decision aligns with your future aspirations. This plan should be both informative and persuasive. It should demonstrate how your chosen program will enhance your skills and contribute to your long-term career goals. Remember, the visa officer needs to understand your genuine intentions. So outline your post-graduation plans. Whether it's further study, a job in your field, or returning to your home country, make it clear. A compelling study plan not only shows your readiness, but also your commitment to your studies in Canada. So, take your time, do your research, and make it count. Last but not least, let's talk about language proficiency. This is an element that often gets overlooked, but can significantly improve your chances of obtaining a Canadian study permit. Valid language test results, such as those from the International English Language Testing System, IELTS, or Test of English as a Foreign Language, TOEFL, serve as a compelling testament to your readiness for academic success in Canada. These standardized tests assess your ability to understand, read, write, and speak English proficiently. And it's not just about impressing the visa officer. Your chosen institution also values these test results. They provide assurance that you can effectively participate in lectures, complete assignments, and engage in discussions. So, don't underestimate the power of language proficiency. It's more than just a box to tick off. It's a demonstration of your preparedness to excel in your chosen field of study in a predominantly English-speaking country. Remember, demonstrating your language proficiency can significantly improve your chances of getting your study permit approved. Facing a visa refusal can be disheartening, but it's essential to learn from it and make improvements. Today, we've demystified the refusal reason. The purpose of your visit is not consistent with a temporary stay. We've learned it's all about demonstrating your intention to study in Canada temporarily. We've also discussed the importance of reassessing your application and ensuring the information you provide is accurate and consistent. We've highlighted the key documents you need for a successful reapplication, the need to provide clear evidence of financial support, and the importance of demonstrating strong ties to your home country. We've also stressed the value of crafting a compelling study plan and showcasing your language proficiency. As we wrap up, remember, each refusal is a learning opportunity. It's not the end, but rather a chance to review, refine, and enhance your application. Thank you for joining us today, and best of luck with your Canadian study permit application.